Mm.
How do you feel, first of all?
Okay, so actually it's a mixed feeling, but I feel relieved now. It
Mixed
feels like
feelings. Why so?
um I don't know. I think you know me, and I feel I could have get better scores. So
See, Rhythm, you had so many irons in the fire. So I am not sad in any way. You had your degree going on. You had many other things going on. Then I think a lot of traveling also something. So don't be so harsh on yourself. As if even if you're having the gloomy touch, kinda as in kindly remove it now. And I know you are a bit upset about your speaking score. Am I right?
actually,
uh, I told you
I was like,
it can stop anywhere from 7.5 to 9, and you told me that you had some problems in part 3 there, right?
yeah.
What were those problems like? How did you?
Well, actually, I felt the questions were kind of similar, so I just got short of ideas. I don't know, like it just happened. So, but at the moment I saw my speaking scores, I was like, what the hell? Like it went so well. Still, it was well according to me, and I was like, I was not expecting this scores, but yeah, what can be done now?
See, the trajectory from 7 to 9 is based on very minor points. And even if you miss, one of them or two of them in your real exam because of the atmosphere or because of other factors, you're not going to get the, touchstone. So it's okay. I think I am like, when it's the result day of any of my students, I'm unable to speak. I'm unable to sleep the night before, and that happened yesterday also. I was awake throughout the night. You were both sleeping properly, you and Richa. I was the only one, as in waiting until 5 a.m. And as soon as it came, I was like, okay. I had one class at 6 a.m. So after completing that class, I slept for some time, and now I'm okay. But otherwise, I was so dizzy. And so, first of all, Rhythm, I would want you to walk me and walk the viewers through the journey you had with me, the IELTS Augie journey, like what you learned, what could have been better, what was good, and I don't want to hear praise and all. I already get that a lot. I'm gonna sound snooty here. So, as,
Okay.
as in, what were the pros and the cons, and if you're satisfied or not?
Okay. So basically, I am I'm quite well satisfied with whatever you have taught to me because I was quite new to this thing, and very genuinely from my heart I'm saying this.
I know.
Even if I would have got a 6.5 band, no, I would have said this, that you are the most genuine person and most genuine teacher in this field, because uh, whenever I have gone to any of the centers, like the so-called IELTS teaching centers, first of all, the very first thing that I've noticed about them is that um, all of them brag about themselves, like we are this, we are that, and there is a list of all that, but uh, nobody shows their qualifications, what they have qualified, what they have accomplished. So the very first thing that I saw about you is that you have shared all your experiences in your videos, all your tests that you have gone through, that you have taken. You have listed all of them. So that is the very, the very plus point for any person who wants to learn anything like that. And the second most important thing is like you take so much of pain for the students, and this is actually, I have seen this, like I have not seen any of the teachers like this who take so much of pain for students, and um, side by side you keep on sending all the material, all the pdfs in the group, and then whatever writing material I practice, I've always sent it to you, that sir please check it for me, and you've always done that. uh, and yeah, so all these things, and most importantly, you create a very, fun environment. Like, we used to laugh a lot, and
that the Jin-
with that
that the
Met
gender
Gala
episode.
one. Yeah.
She must
So
be she must be watching this video afterward, and she might throw one candle at me, as in from that top thing itself. Like, okay. She, on the other
yeah.
hand, was not able to pass her exam this time. Um,
Oh,
she
okay.
scored very, you know, low scores, but it's okay. Like, her background is like that, and I still am working on her. I hope so, as in we'll be able to sail through it now. And Rhythm, any IELTS tips or maybe any English tips for students, because we belong to the same city and we know the culture here, and like even our schools were quite comparable. We have shared one school earlier, and then you went to DAV, and I was in Springdale. So even the evolution was quite similar. So, for our city dwellers or maybe for students in general, what English tips can you give, and what IELTS tips can you give? Because you are downplaying yourself. An 8 is a dream for many. Until now, I have had about 6 students who have scored an 8. You're one of them, and you will remain in my Instagram, the memories thing. No, I just keep my band 8 scorers over there. So one is Rahat, one is Jasmine, Parth, Harleen, Niyamat, and now you. So share your wisdom.
Okay. So, the very first thing that I would like to suggest is, uh, the major thing that you have always taught me, that be natural in whatever ways. Don't overuse things or anything. Just show what you are. So that is what I did in my test, and in my writing as well. I didn't use any fancy words or something. It was very natural. And yeah, over there, when the checking was going on, no, I was standing in the queue, and there were two girls. They were discussing, okay, so अगर ये वाला वर्ड आएगा ना, तो इसके बदले में तुम्हें ये लिखना है. जैसे अगर उन्होंने पूछा कि कुछ इसके कॉन्सिक्वेंसेस क्या है, तो उसकी जगह रिपरकशंस लिखना है. तो
Yeah.
मतलब दे वर डिस्कसिंग इट लाइक दैट, एंड आई वाज लाइक, ओह ओके, अच्छा ऐसा भी होता है. तो
So the problem is this only. The perceptions are wavered. They don't know what to do. The students are not in the wrong that much as the tutors are, because the teachers
एग्जैक्टली.
are teaching what they like rather than what is required. So the vocab thing, I can agree with you, as in on that.
So, and she was telling her friend that my ma'am has taught me this, that you have to write this only if they've asked this particular thing. So, paraphrasing and all. So I was like, okay. But and mostly what I have felt is that, um, like you have always said this to me from day one, that just be natural, don't overdo things and everything. And in my writing and in my speaking as well, I have followed these instructions of yours, and I feel that it was quite good. I was quite stressed about my writing portion, because most of the times I've seen that people are not able to score that much in writing section. But
Seven
I
is
think,
a seven is a pipe dream for many. It's a pipe dream for many. You won't trust me right now, because you have not been in this field for as long as I have, as long as I have been, and have seen the dread of band 7 in writing. And if you go to my Instagram now, I have tagged you in that post, as in your result post, and you might see, you're gonna see a comment that says, "Oh ho, writing 7," and some stupid
oh,
emojis afterward. It's
okay,
it's 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 been made into something so gigantic that the atmosphere has made band 7 more difficult than it actually is. But otherwise also, according to the band descriptors also, you have to be a good writer to score a band 7. So it's quite nice that you've been able to achieve it in 1 month, and that you had a break in between. So kudos.
thank you, and credits to you.
I have a lot of credit. I don't have credit in my bank account. Otherwise, I have a lot of credentials and all. So
But
lastly,
yeah,
I
I
got to see you're a dancer. Just teach me Nach Punjaban today.
think.
No,
Okay.
I had to tag you in that on that Instagram post, and I was finding where Rhythm is because you were asleep at that time. I could not call you. It was in the morning, in the wee hours. So I went to your profile and I saw there was this
Okay.
YouTube link. I clicked it. First of all, she has more followers than I have, uh, subscribers,
Oh.
and then so many views. Then I watched the videos, and I was unaware of the fact that I was teaching Saroj Khan. So sorry. So how do you do it? Nach Punjabi.
I teach you in person. I teach you that in person.
Yeah, Manju ma'am will kick me out of the house like Paj Punjabi. So take it very positively. A band 7.5 in speaking doesn't mean that you're not a band 9 student. The exam also matters a lot. The exam day, the exam conditions, the kinds of questions you get. And there's a lot of subjectivity also. I have always felt that I've been ahead of my students in this department just because of my vocabulary. I have this natural tendency to speak those glamorous words. That is mostly because I've been a teacher. You guys are not able to get at that level in such a short span, so you're not able to
Mm.
display the, panoply of vocabulary. Only that is why you remain at an 8 or a 7.5. The good ones I'm talking about. Otherwise, there's no difference. This is something that I have, come to as a conclusion that only that hampers their progress, or maybe reaching band 9, but otherwise it is fine. I think a student at 7.5 is as good as a, you know a, as a student at band 9. So don't take it too hard. And writing 7, as I said, it's wonderful. um, Reading, listening, I don't think there are any grievances, or are there any?
Mm.
No,
No,
don't be
no,
a
no.
diva.
It's fine.
Oh,
No, no,
sir,
no.
no,
It's
not a
fine.
9. I should be.
No, no. I'm satisfied with 8.5.
Yeah. Were you able to complete the reading test before time?
No, it was on time.
Okay. And were you skeptical about any of the answers, maybe uncertain or something?
Yeah. Uh, for listening, I was not sure about true false, like true
Hmm.
false not given. And in reading, there were one or two, I feel, MCQs that I was unsure about.
You must have gotten a 38 as in reading and listening, most probably. And that's something.
Reading, I can think about reading, of getting a 38, because I think most of the answers were correct according to me. So there were
Yeah,
one or two
as in,
which were
no,
not.
as in 35 is band 8, 40 is band 9. So if we calculate the average 8.5, it is 37.5. So we can say a 38 is the, you know,
Mm.
threshold. So be as you are, as in, I really wish, as in do miracles in life, and you're gonna do so, and you're gonna dance your way, as in through it. Maybe I
Okay.
cannot, you can. So be happy. Okay. See you.
Yeah, one more thing I would like to add, that coming to you at first was one of the best decisions I took, because I have a number of friends who have
Taken
taken
IELTS.
these specific coaching from these so-called centers and all, and they were not that satisfied with their results. I have seen that. So I think people maybe get fooled or something.
See,
So
I am not, as in, I tell you one incident. I'm preparing for Trinity ISC 4, which is again a very high level exam. And when, I was talking to the person in India who conducts that exam, she's in Mumbai. She said, "Why do you want to take this exam? You should be working on your promotion. You should be publicizing yourself." So I am not into that, honestly. I don't think I'm a person who needs the input and the output. So I cannot be working only on the, display that. I make banners and I promote myself like big boss. So that is why I'm not able to, create that ballyhoo around me that okay, this is the teacher, that is the teacher. I just share my statuses as in my posters on WhatsApp, and then I do some paid Instagram promotion, and it works, in my favor. As many students as I need, I get 20 students in a month. So that is why you know, I am not a famous teacher for sure, and
Hmm.
it's gonna remain so as in for I think some time, because still I have a lot to do. Still I have a lot to teach and learn, and also there are so many centers to compete with, and I'm not a competitor honestly. I cannot be, it cannot be Karan versus Kangana in my case, because I've been a Kangana for so long that I'm fed up. And students, wise students would see the quality, and wise students are in a minority also. So a majority of them look for the dazzle, the big center,
Reputed centers
the
and all.
the glamorous teacher, and I
Hmm.
most of the time look worse than my dog looks. So it's not gonna happen any sooner. But hopefully, as in I don't want it also honestly. I think um, the more the responsibilities are, the less the peace is. So even I don't want to be a star. I'm okay being Nurse Sudhir and not Dr. Beep. I will not take the name. This is a video, but you've gotten it. Dr. Comma, not. So it's perfectly fine. And thank you for the words. And I hope I'll meet you soon. Take care.
Okay, thank you,
Bye.
sir.
Bye.
Bye.